Hey everybody, this is Will with Solar Plus. We're here today to do a little video about the components of a solar system on the roof. And so where we're going to start is from the roof deck all the way to the solar panels that you see from the street. So what we're going to do here is start with a flash feet. And so what we like to use is a Unirac flash lock footer. We really like it because it doesn't require us to pry up all these shingles. It's a great footer, very dependable, and we've really liked using it in 2020, and we anticipate using it more in 2021. The next component connects the footers to the rails, and it's called a T-bolt. And these bolts lock into the rails just like this, but in between you put the footer, and then it can just stay up on the roof just like that. And so you can imagine just a series of these footers for a long period of time, and several panels being held up by these footers. And so the next component, is the rail itself. We use IronRidge rails here at Solar Plus, and typically we like to use XR100 rails. Here featured also is an XR10, also a great rail, but just now if you can see the different profiles, the XR100 is definitely a lot thicker, a lot stronger, while the XR10 is more of a compact. This can't handle as much wind load and snow load as the 100. And the 100 being featured. And then these come in 14-foot lengths, as you can see. The 100, the 10, and then not pictured here is the 1000, which is even stronger rail for ground mounts and high wind and snow load situations. So after the rail, let's say we got the rail mounted, it's all good to go, and how are we going to get the panels on there? Well, the next thing that we use are called mid clamps and end clamps. Also by IronRidge. So if you see here, here's a mid. And the mids fit in just like that in the rail groove. And then these are called end caps, or ends rather. And these ends go in between the mids, boop, and they are the last component that holds on the solar system. So in between all these different rails, you'd see a large little skeleton of rails. You'd see all these mid clamps and end clamps, and so the ends go on the ends, and the mids go on the mids. Pretty self-explanatory on that. But what's so cool is that they're integrated grounding. So they have these awesome star washers and these teeth, and the IronRidge rails are all made of these components that make it an integrated bonding system. So it makes it very easy to ground the solar panel system to the existing electrical system. Now let's see, some of the other components that we have up on the roof are ground lugs. You can see that similar little teeth that they grab from the mids, same system. So you go down, you drill it down, and this becomes your ground. And then you run your grounds every other rail to bond them, and then you run them all the way down to your combiner box, or however you attach the solar system to your existing electrical system. Some other components that we have here, these are called splices, and the splices are used to extend the rails. So typically they come in 14-foot runs. Let's say we have more than, let's say we've got an 18-foot run needed. This is where we use this splice, and it just goes in between the two rails that you're trying to bond together. You're going just like that, and the other rail just like this, and you can put two self-tapping screws, and now they become bonded to each other in one long rail. So that's kind of what we use here at Solar Plus. We really like the Unirac flash locks. We really like all the IronRidge equipment, and we've really enjoyed the functionalities, and our customers seem to really enjoy the equipment as well.